It's Steve from my Shady Squad. I know it's you, motherfucker.
Beat up, bum, bum. Running through the night we come. Beat up, bum, bum. Follow if you want me one.
You can find me on a skylight. Stomp my feet and I go bye-bye. Floating through the elevator of my mind's eye. I'm fine. Feeling dizzy like a rascal, baby, I'm grime. And if you wanna square up, then I am Einstein. Taking gravity bongs back at high times. Find me on a weeknight, middle of a street fight. Smoking on a peace pipe, trying to get my teeth fixed, right? I'm to make it the ace, breaking records of pace. And I need another win like the devil needs a fireplace. Smoking in the back room, sitting in the black tomb. Screaming in the quiet place, hoping they'll come back soon. Fuck it, man, I'm tired, mate. It's really pretty pointless when you're sitting at a higher rate. Looking for a hideaway, smoke some and hibernate. I am great. Beat up, bum, bum. Running through the night we come. Beat up, bum, bum. Follow if you want be one. Want be one. Beat up, bum, bum. Running through the night we come. Beat up,
Nigga, I got a real addiction for this cash, yeah. I got a real ambition for this cash, yeah. 13 years old with a shoebox stash, yeah. I'm always up to something, never sitting on my ass. Nigga, this giz I got my skinny sagging. Nigga, I told that giz I with a passion. Nigga, I told that giz I with a passion. And I talk a whole lot of shit cause I can bag.
What's up, guys? Good afternoon. How are we doing this afternoon? We're back here for more Cyraxx nonsense. Cyraxx made some videos overnight demanding payment from someone and then retiring as he loves to do, guys. So we have some videos to watch starting off. Before we start, we have 5 from Rabid. Already 20 to 30 times more viewers than Cyraxx's Goodbye Forever concert. Yeah, if you didn't know, Cyraxx is currently live doing a Goodbye Forever concert to all of like 3 buddy trolls. Sally already yelled at him to turn the music down. It's not going well. But we have videos from Cyraxx to watch. We have some videos from Cyraxx to watch. He called out a guy named Lord of the Groove. Lord of the Groove. Let me share the link, guys. Lord of the Groove. It's also in a pinned comment. He's been making some amazing comic videos on Cyraxx. Amazing drawn videos on Cyraxx. And Cyraxx doesn't like it and decides that he deserves all the money from Lord of the Groove. And also, if you really want to know, Lord of the Groove has another video premiering 2 hours. In 2 hours, another video about Cyraxx. So, you know, go give him a like and a sub for pissing off the goblin. But, we have a video of Cyraxx demanding that Lord of the Groove give him all his money from making fun of Cyraxx. We have that to watch first, and then we'll watch Cyraxx retiring, guys. So we'll start out with Cyraxx saying, pay me. Oh, shit, hold on, I almost forgot. Here's a fly. So let's watch Cyraxx say, pay me, Lord of the Groove. Lord of the Groove. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. Like, if you're a fan of kinky cartoons, but better, like, check it out.
Hello, Lord of the Groove. How are you? If you don't know who I am, I'm sure you know who I am. This is Chance, also more commonly known as Cyraxx.
As if anyone would be watching a Cyraxx video without knowing who Cyraxx is. It's unbelievable. Oh, shit. Happy birthday, Manda. Congratulations on turning 1 year older.
Oh, God.
Good accomplishment. Congratulations on making it another year.
If you noticed in your comments on your latest video of me, I have sent you a cease and desist letter. The reason why I have sent you a cease and desist letter.
I like how Cyraxx has no idea how to say the word cease. The T on the end of desist screws him up, and he has to say cease and desist, guys. I like people who don't understand the English language.
It's because you are too not do anything with my likeness or anything without my consent. Because you are using my likeness and my image without my consent or knowledge.
Yeah, the old Christian argument, if you're using my image, well then I deserve all the money from all the work you've ever done. Even though, like, you know, you spent hours and hours hand drawing pictures, well, if they're supposed to look like me, I get all the money from it. This is the lolcow. The lolcow cry. I get all the money from your hard work.
And therefore, you have two options. You can either stop using my video and my voice and my image and my likeness, or we can cut a deal.
Yeah, Cyraxx thinks he has power. Cyraxx thinks he has power, and when Cyraxx thinks he has power, instead of acting like a reasonable person and saying, you know what, you can use my face, just give me like 5% of the revenue, or something reasonable. Although he wouldn't be entitled to it, and he wouldn't get it. It would be a reasonable request. But when Cyraxx thinks he has power, he decides he gets literally all the money. All the money, it's all his.
And I'm willing to make a deal with you.
Make a deal. Keep knocking.
Alright, I'm willing to make a deal with you.
5 from Joseph. Chance breaking the law again with extortion. Yeah, he is. He absolutely is. He can't help himself. He can't help himself. He thinks his career, after Sally passes and no longer takes care of him, he's just going to extort trolls. The rest of his life, he's going to extort trolls.
I will provide the voiceover work as myself for your TV series for a 90% cut of whatever profits you make.
For 90%. He wants 90%, guys. He wants 90% to do the voice. Despite the fact the voice is already him, because he's uploaded his own videos on the internet for years and years and years. It's so easy to just find clips of him talking and draw a cartoon imagining what the world would be around Cyraxx talking. But Cyraxx thinks Lord of the Groove really wants to pay him 90% of the money he makes making cartoons about Cyraxx, just so Cyraxx will come on and voice it for him. He's an idiot.
Whatever royalties you make, I get 90% of. Why? Because I am the one putting in the work. That is my face. That is my likeness.
He's putting in the work. He's putting in the work by having a face that someone spends time to draw for hours and hours. The amount of hours it takes to animate drawings. He put in 90% of the work by having a face, guys. By having a face. That is Cyraxx's definition of hard work. He had a face.
And any fail to do so, I will be getting in contact with Adult Swim first thing in the morning.
Yeah. And if you don't do what he says, he's gonna tell on you. He's gonna tell on you to Adult Swim. He's gonna tell on you to Adult Swim. And then where are you gonna be?
And I will be filling them in on exactly what is going on.
Oh, in case you missed, there was an N-Word Boy post. In case you missed it, N-Word Boy has confirmed that in September, Adult Swim will be picking up the Lord of the Groove cartoon as their new release, their new hit cartoon show. And Cyraxx decides that because someone else is going to have success, he deserves all the money.
And I will be telling them exactly what's going on and how these people are trying to steal my image and use my likeness to make money off of me. And they can sit there and claim that, oh, it's inspired by me. No, it is actually my face and my image that they are using.
Yeah, it's actually your face and your image that's going on Adult Swim. And you think you deserve any of the millions of dollars that Lord of the Groove is going to get from making that massively, massively successful cartoon. 2 from Noel. Chance wants to be on Smiling Friends so bad. You know he does. You know he really does.
So you only have 2 options here, Lord of the Groove. You either make the deal with me and pay me 90% of the royalties that you make from the show.
Oh, yeah, again, it is a channel named Lord of the Groove. You can go give them a like and a sub. They're premiering a new episode tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in just under 2 hours. You can go give them a like and a subscribe and watch them with their massively successful cartoon that's going to be on Adult Swim this fall, guys. Yes.
Or I will have that cease and desist letter go up through Adult Swim, and you will be forced to take down the show. It's your choice. You have two options.
If you didn't know, Cyraxx went into the comments and had ChatGPT write him up a little cease and desist letter, and he said in the comments, and now that's a real legal filing because he put it in YouTube comments, and that means Lord of the Groove really has to stop, and God help him if he has to send his ChatGPT cease and desist claim over to Adult Swim, guys. 2 from Akron Drift Princess. Goblin on Lloyd Street is my intellectual property. It is. He didn't come up with it. We all did.
If I were you, I'd choose very wisely, because at the same time,
2 from Edward. Keep dreaming, Cyraxx. His whole life is a dream. This is just another stupid plan that he thinks is gonna make him rich, but so he doesn't have to be homeless. It's just a stupid, poorly thought out plan. It's never gonna work out.
because at the same time as you're doing that, I've already got Adult Swim's information, and I do fully plan to contact them right away.
He went to adultswim.com and found the contact us form on adultswim.com. And he goes, ooh, now I know how to contact them and tell on Lord of the Groove. 5 Hillbilly Wizard. Does anyone need clarification that Rack's cease and desist is not legally binding? Well, you know, sometimes you just gotta say it anyways.
Like I said, you have two options, Lord of the Groove. You can either heed the warning from the cease and desist letter and stop this whole thing, or we can cut a deal. Also,
We can cut a deal. Just give me 90% of the money. I mean, really, like, where does he think he gets 90% from? I mean, the hubris, the stupidity, the greed, all of it. It's just, it manifests into believing he's owed 90% of the profits on a cartoon he had nothing to do with other than having a face. 2 from Victor. Cyraxx would be Freddy Krueger with stylist fingers. Yes, he would, and it would be horrifying.
in that cease and desist letter that I left in the comments on one of your videos,
There it is. Yeah, he left a cease and desist in the comments of the videos. Now it's a legally binding document up there for arbitration in the comments of a YouTube. I reference, YouTube v comments 2025.
actually it's in your latest video, I did leave my email address. So you are to contact me right away. And
I'm not 1,000%. I'm not 1,000% on YouTube, but I'm fairly sure if you so much as put an email address in the comment, it gets immediately deleted and no one will ever see it. So Genius left his email address in the comment, so no one even saw it. I guarantee you, it never even got shown up on Lord of the Groove's page for anybody else. It shows up for Cyraxx because it tricks you into thinking your comment's still there, but it definitely just got immediately deleted by YouTube.
we can work out a deal. And if you refuse to work out a deal, well then,
Oh, it did? It did? Amazing. So even better, his email address is now there on a public YouTube channel. He wonders why he keeps getting doxxed, but he puts his email address on a public YouTube channel. Either way, it's stupid. Either it's stupid or it's not, or it is stupid. What am I trying to say? Anyways, whatever.
I will take my cease and desist letter. I'll take it to my people who have been gracious enough to hook me up with a lawyer. And that lawyer will then go to Adult Swim, and Adult Swim will be forced to cancel the show.
Yeah, he's got friends on Discord who are gonna hook him up with a real lawyer on Discord again, who's totally gonna take down all the trolls and make Cyraxx money. It's every week with him. Every week with the same stupid thing. I got someone on Discord who's gonna hook me with a lawyer. I got someone who's talking to real police. I got your real information. And it's never anything. Never anything, just stupidity and lies.
So take your pick, man. It's either you give me a deal or I force the end of the show. Take your pick. We can either work together or I can shut you down. Take your pick, Lord of the Groove. It's your call. If you want to keep your channel up and you want to keep this show going, I highly suggest you contact me right away.
Jesus Christ. 5 from the Dillo consequences. I have already spammed it, Steve. He's getting a lot of emails from devil and Christian worshippers as we speak, and power tools and other stuff. And I imagine what the other stuff is. I bet the other stuff is the fun stuff. Thank you for that.
Because if you do not, I will get in contact with my friend, and they will then get a hold of their friend who is the lawyer that's helping me out with all this.
Oh my god. It's like you don't even realize. You gotta get in contact with your friend, who's gonna get in contact with their friend, who's totally a real lawyer, who's gonna help you out. It's like it's stupidity. It's stupidity.
With other stuff. And then that will then be added to the list of things that I will be going out to the troll community for. Because right now, there is literally a lawsuit in the works.
Cyraxx doesn't notice and also probably doesn't care. He just sees, like with a cartoon character, he has dollar signs in his eyes and sees a chance to get free money off of people. So he just goes with it. He just goes with it, thinking he has power to get money off of people. He's a ridiculous little greedy monster. 2 from Scaly Schisms. Cyraxx be swimming in that pro bono legal team. Yeah. Well, look, pro bono lawyers in Akron, Ohio aren't free, guys. If you haven't heard, Cyraxx told us pro bono lawyers in Akron, Ohio are not free.
Against the troll community and Akron PD. There's a major lawsuit that's going to be going through here very soon. And unless you want to be added into that lawsuit, I highly suggest you get a hold of me. I highly urge you to get a hold of me.
If you actually thought you had a case and you could win and get all the money, you would let the show go on. You would let the show make a lot of money and then take it all down and not tell them anything beforehand. But the thing is, you can't. You have zero power. You have zero real lawyers. You just hope that you can fluster and puff out your chest and say, I'm gonna get your show shut down if you don't give me all the money, and everyone will just believe you and give you money. And it never happens. You're an unbelievably ridiculous person.
But like I said, at the end of the day, it's your call, man. You can either get a hold of me by email and we can work out a deal. We can chop it up, we can work out a deal. I can give you my phone number or my Facebook and we can talk and we can work out a deal. Or, like I said, I can get a hold of my people and they can help.
Again, for everybody who's joining late, there's a channel called Lord of the Groove that is making a cartoon on Cyraxx. They're on several episodes deep. There's another one premiering in about an hour and a half, a little over an hour and a half. And Cyraxx believes that just because he's the subject matter of this cartoon that he deserves all the money from it, guys.
Let me take the legal action required to shut down the show. It's your call, dude. We can either work out a deal and I can do all the voiceover work for you, no problem. I get a cut of the pay. I get 90% of, what's required because...
A cut of the pay. A cut of the pay to him is 90%. He thinks he deserves 90% of the money from this show because he has a face. Because he has a face and someone drew something that looks similar to his face. He deserves 90% of the money from it. He's delusional.
After all, that is my voice, that is my likeness, that is me, and I have a right to that money. So, therefore, you either get a hold of me by email and we talk and we work out a deal, or, as I said, I get a hold of my people and they take legal action. This is not a joke. This is very serious.
This is a joke, Cyraxx. This is absolutely a joke. Everything you do is a joke because you're a joke. All you are is a joke of a person trying to find any shortcut to making free money off the internet instead of doing any actual work, instead of having anyone like you. You just think you can tell everybody, give you their money, and that's how you're going to make a way on the internet. Too, from Officer Farva. This is like Billy Mitchell suing Regular Show. It is. It really is. He's a ridiculous man. He's a ridiculous man.
And I know you might think it's ha-ha funny, but no, it's not. Like I said, right now, the trolls known as William Glory Hole and N-Word Boy are in the process of having a lawsuit being made against them by my people.
8 years, guys. 8 years. 8 years he's been threatening to sue everybody. Never sued a single person in his life. Now he's finally going to start suing people. Now, you guys really need to be worried. This time, it's for real. 2 from Zork. Chance, you have the right to a boot in face. He does. He absolutely does. And 2 from Poofy Mooncakes. His whole life is a big old joke that we laugh at. It is. It is. That's why the cartoon is fair use. Because it's just commentary on the world we live in, guys.
Because of all the crimes that they have committed against me and my family. And I don't think you want to be added into that. I really don't, because you don't want no part of that. So this is my fair warning to you, Lord of the Groove. You either contact me and we work out a deal, or like I already said earlier.
You know, maybe that just occurred to me. Maybe that's one of the other reasons why Sally has child locks on the door. Is because she knows that Cyraxx knows that she has a settlement from the state for getting hit by a bus, and that's how she gets her money. And she's slightly worried that Cyraxx, if he's allowed outside, will go throw himself in front of cars trying to get a settlement for himself, and possibly hurt himself a lot worse than Sally did.
Clear, man. All I gotta do is message one of my people, and from there, all they gotta do is get a hold of their legal team, who's actually been gracious enough to help me out with this lawsuit, and legal action will be taken against you and against Adult Swim. It's your call, man. Take your pick. You got 24 hours to decide, man. I'm giving you 24 hours to respond to me by email. If you do not, then I will assume that you have made your choice. And from there, like I said, I will get a hold of my people, and they will then get a hold of their people, and legal action can and will be taken against you.
Sorry, I got quiet for a second. Yeah, I saw someone said that Goblin Records just uploaded a deleted stream from 720. I'm trying to download it now and send it through my volume booster thing so we can all watch it together at the end of these videos. Wow, he's wearing a mask and it's stupid. Awesome. Let me just save that. All right. Anyways, let's back to the video. Sorry.
You got 24 hours, Lord of the Groove. Choose wisely.
All right, okay, there it is. It's ended there. Okay, so Cyraxx from there decided that it was time for his weekly retirement, guys. It was time for Cyraxx's weekly retirement. So he made a little crying video, really sad that he now has to retire from YouTube. Poor little boy. He's retiring the Cyraxx name. He's retiring doing music, and he's really sad about it. Sorry, I'm wasting time while I'm doing the volume boosting. Anyways.
Hello, everyone. Chance here. A lot of you guys might know me under the name Cyraxx, which is what, a lot of you guys that know me under for the better half of a very long time now.
Wait, hold on, wait, move. Who is he talking to? Who is he talking to? He's talking to the imaginary fans in his head that he thinks really, really care about this, that are really concerned about Cyraxx, his career, his life, everything that he's delusional about. That's who he's talking to, the fake people in his head. Anyways. I keep trying to fill time while I'm dicking around my computer trying to boost the volume.
But due to recent events and misunderstandings that people are just not understanding, and all the bad stuff that come with that name.
All the bad stuff that comes with the name because of you. There's nothing bad about the name Cyraxx except that it's associated with you. The little monster. The man who's been horrible online for over a decade. It's like you can just divorce yourself from you. You are Cyraxx. You're the problem, not the name.
I'm retiring that name, and I am stepping away from social media to focus on trying to find a manager who is a real, actual manager, not some random, person,
Yeah, Cyraxx, the man who has no success on the internet, who has no money, who has nothing and no career, no fans, really thinks someone is going to come along from the internet for $0 and just make his life better, handle him, and then eventually, in a year or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, when he finally starts to make money, then they'll want money from him. Till then, they're just gonna do it out of the love of their heart to make Cyraxx famous. He's delusional.
And I know what you're thinking, well, why would you want to retire that name, blah, blah, blah. Well, there's a reason. It's because I do not want to be...
Two from Zork. It's hilarious when he thinks he's people. Yeah, it is funny. He thinks he's one of us sometimes.
...associated with any of that bad stuff. A lot of people say, oh, well, you accepted money from, a known pedo. That may be true, but...
That may be true. That is true, Cyraxx. That is true. And you didn't care because you were so happy to get new toys that you don't care who you take money from. And then you try to just weasel out of it like the scumbag you are. 5 from Noel. Unless you're playing Mortal Kombat, no one wants to be Cyraxx. That is true. That is very true.
There's also a legitimate explanation for that. See, when I originally got sent the $50 by that Uncle Gum dude, I did not know at the time that he was a... I did not know.
Yeah, so apparently, that's supposed to just make everything alright. That's supposed to make everything alright. That Cyraxx just rubs elbows with whoever, and he doesn't look into who he's hanging out with. And when they want to give him money and support him, he'll just take it blindly. But if you have a problem with that, well, that's your problem. Because he didn't know. He didn't bother to look into it. He just wanted money.
He literally hit me up out of literally nowhere.
Yeah, he very clearly has not sent it back. He has very clearly not sent it back. He's telegraphing that he found a way to hide, he deleted the transaction or something, but he didn't actually send it back. He's just trying to hide it. Because of course he didn't.
Don't even know how he found me, honestly. And he sent me $50. And after he sent me the $50, I proceeded to go to Amazon to, purchase a new guitar amp, because I did want to get a brand new amp. That way I can separate and differentiate from the two different amps.
And remember, even when he was talking about the $50, but every day he talks about, oh, I need money to help my family. It's all because I gotta help my family. We have bills. We gotta pay our rent. Even a couple days ago, when he was justifying why he took the money, he goes, well, we're really poor here. We don't have a lot of money. What is the first thing he does when he gets $50? Goes to Amazon and buys some free toys. Buys some new toys for his little guitar. He keeps saying he needs money to help the family. Spends every time he gets money, spends it on toys. because he's just a little liar. He really thinks he can manipulate people, lie, and grift off them. So, I need to help my family so he can buy himself some more toys.
I wanted to get, a different style amp for real cheap. It wasn't until I made the Amazon purchase that my best friend Ethan hit me up and filled me in about who Uncle Gum was. So as I was in the middle of purchasing said amplifier, when I got the message from
Let's not gloss over that. It was, I think he actually tried to buy like 2. They were like $19.95 each. So like even when he wasted on toys, he buys the cheapest, shittiest ones that are gonna break very soon. So it's just gonna be a waste. Just like the Apple Watch, just like that little handheld video game, just like all the crap he buys, because he wants fancy stuff, but doesn't have the money to buy nice things. So he gets cheap shit that breaks in a week, and then wonders why he has no money, has nothing at all. Two from Zork. From Amp A, still shit from Amp A still sounds like shit from Amp B. Exactly, it does. It absolutely does.
Ethan, I stopped everything I was doing. I looked at the photo, and I went on to do my own research. I dug down that rabbit hole and found out that Uncle Gum is actually a convicted.
And also, I'm not 1,000% on the Uncle Gum's war. Was Uncle Gum's ever like convicted like in a court of law, or was he just like kind of like exposed by the internet? Because the reason why I'm asking is because if he wasn't actually arrested ever, and Cyraxx is just making that up, that shows that Cyraxx still hasn't done any research into this man. He just believed what people said and extrapolated his own world out of it instead of actually, again, spending 2 seconds to look up the man that he actually claims. Oh, well, now I looked into him. No, you still haven't. You just gave the money back and moved on. Like you think that was going to solve all your problems.
So I proceeded to cancel.
And also, you didn't get the money back. Sorry, you lied about giving the money back and then tried to move on like it was going to solve all your problems.
The order from Amazon. And what people aren't understanding is that money is being withheld by either Amazon or by Cash App. I don't know who it's being held by at this current moment.
It's a very interesting saying, because why would it be, how could you have returned it if it was being held by Amazon? That doesn't make any sense. How could you have returned it if it's being held by Amazon? And if it was being held by Cash App, you would absolutely know, because they'd say it's being held until we return it. We need to clear the transaction. It would be very clearly stated on your Cash App. So it sounds like you're just trying to muddy the waters, build up another lie, so you can just say, well, I don't know where the $50 went, but trust me, I definitely sent it back. Because you are a little lying grifter, and there's no way you would ever send that money back. You're greedy.
But I do not have that money in my Cash App. I don't know where it went to.
Yeah.
But people are running around saying that I support him, because at the time, before I knew that he asked me if he could.
No. He supposedly canceled the order before it got shipped, which I do believe he actually managed to cancel it before it got shipped, because I don't believe he has Prime, because he couldn't afford Prime. So he'd have to wait like the actual, I don't even know how long it takes normal poor people to wait for shit from Amazon, but it would take a few days to be sent, and he had time to probably cancel the order. So I do believe he canceled it, but I believe he canceled it as part of a plan to be like, ooh, I can show them a canceled order, I can claim I sent the money back, and then they won't have any questions, and then I can hide the money somewhere, and then spend it in a week on the shit that I really want.
Do a style inspired by me. I told him, yeah, absolutely, that'd be awesome. I thought that was really cool that somebody would want to do something like that to honor my name and my legacy. I thought that was a really cool thing.
Oh my God.
I did not know that this man was going to copy my entire style that I do with the...
No one cares cares if he copies your style? You don't have a style. You dress like a 13-year-old child from 2006. It's not a style. It's Arrested Development. It's ridiculous. It's pathetic. It's embarrassing. It's not a style.
The warning beanie and the matching skull and crossbone gloves. Once I found all this out, I literally took my warning beanie and my skull and crossbone gloves and I put them up. Because I do not want one of my signature looks being connected to someone that evil.
His signature look, which, by the way, that little hat and beanie, that beanie and glove combo is like listed online from like Walmart as like a child's winter hat and glove combo. He cut the fingers. It's supposed to be winter gloves. He cut the fingers off to look cool. It's made for children. That's Cyraxx's signature look. Something from Walmart made for children, guys. That's Cyraxx's signature look. I mean, just let that sink in. That is really the definition of Cyraxx. Something from Walmart made for children.
And I know what a lot of you guys think. Well, dude, why would you want to retire the Cyraxx name? Literally for the same reasons. Because I don't want to be attached to anything negative. And that name has had a very, very negative outlook on me.
Cyraxx, again, it's not the name. It is you. You're the negative in the equation. It's not that Cyraxx is a bad name. It's that the person named Cyraxx is a bad person.
Like, people have made money off of me and that name for years. And I don't have an actual manager or an actual agent that can help me to navigate how to legally handle this stuff.
He thinks an agent is going to stop what? You from being a terrible person, from making mistakes over and over, from being a horrible, horrible little monster that everybody hates. An agent is going to fix that if you change your name from Cyraxx? Delusional. 2 from Greasy Programmer. Cyraxx, your signature look is crying on the net. That is true. That is very true, guys. His signature look is crying on the internet. 5 from Kame. Him disavowing him for being a PDF shows that he is aware enough to know that it is wrong. Conscious choice to continue being a PDF. Braided rope. Exactly, guys. Exactly.
Because just last night I got informed that N-Word Boy and William Gloryhole have been in talks with Adult Swim, the TV company. From my understanding, they sent in a demo of a TV series that this guy called Lord of, like, something or other. I forget what his full name was. Like, Lord of...
It is Lord of the Groove. I don't have it on my clipboard anymore, but it is Lord of the Groove. You can find their channel on YouTube. They are premiering another Cyraxx video now in about an hour and 20 minutes. Coming up at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Another video. Soon to be an Adult Swim hit.
Dance or some shit, I don't know. But they had sent in a demo of the episodes that person created utilizing my likeness and my image.
Yeah, and you know, he's nothing like Chris Chan, guys. He's nothing like Chris Chan. As the trolls convince him they're going to get a cartoon about him published on TV, and he goes, no, you can't do that, that's me, I get that money. But he's nothing like Chris Chan, guys. Remember, he's nothing like Chris Chan. 2 from Zork. Anyone correcting Rax would last 3.2 seconds. That is exactly true. That is exactly true.
And so I ended up typing up a cease and desist letter, basically telling this dude, like, hey, either you need to get in contact with me so we can work out a deal to where I get paid, because that is my image and likeness that you are using. You do not have...
It very much isn't. It very much isn't. I can't keep saying how strongly I insist that you all go give them a like and a subscribe for their amazing Cyraxx cartoons. Everyone, bring their numbers up. Let's get them to 3,000 subscribers by the end of the week, guys. They deserve it for making this amazingly successful cartoon.
Have the right to it, and you need to pay me, or you need to take the videos down before legal action does get taken.
Yeah, totally gonna happen. 2 from Edward, still wearing the same shirt. Well, it hasn't been 7 days yet. He doesn't change his shirt more than once a week. You know that. He's got to save some money.
Because you are using my image and my likeness without my permission, or my knowledge, or my consent. Therefore, you are literally committing all kinds of copyright infringement. There's a lot of stuff that goes with that.
Yeah. Copyright.
And I also proceeded to make, a video on it as well, basically telling the guy, like, look, like, you need to take these videos down, or you need to get in contact with me, one of the two. Because I'm willing to make a deal with the guy if he's willing to
make a deal, demanding 90% of the money. That's not even making a deal. That's not even making a deal. That's just demanding 90% of the money. That's not making a deal. That's not approaching him saying, hey, let's talk. That's just saying, give me most of the money because I said so.
Get in contact with me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
because of all this bad stuff that's been attached to that name, I don't want anything to do with that name. I never have one. Like, ever since all this bad stuff started happening, I've been wanting to move away from that name because I am tired.
Yeah, you have. That's why you keep trying to retire the Cyraxx name every other week. And it doesn't go away because you are Cyraxx. Whether you change your name to something else, whether you become DK Customs, or DJ Shadowblade, or DJ Otaku, or Ghost Eye Sniper, or goddamn, there's so many stupid names you come up with. It doesn't matter. You're still Cyraxx. Changing your name will never change that.
Of all this negative stigma.
I am Gamer.
And all this negative stuff being attached to me by this community of people that I don't even know. This community of evil people known as trolls. Like, I don't know any of these people. I've never met any of them in my life except for Marty. But, like, I don't want to be attached to that kind of negativity. Like, I don't want that for myself. So until then, until I can figure out what to do, or until I can, get an agent or an actual manager to actually help, legitimately help, not some fake ass person hitting me up on Facebook saying, hey, I'm a manager. No, like, I need a real, actual agent and manager who can help to take care of all this legal stuff that I don't know how to deal with. Because I don't know how to go about going after William and everybody legally. I don't know how to go about getting that Facebook group shut down. I don't know how to go about doing all this stuff.
Yeah, you don't know how to do anything that's involved with trying to be a personality on the internet, but you think the solution is to just get someone else to do it all for you, while you continue to be a talentless person that everyone on the internet hates. You think that's the solution, not stopping trying to be famous on the internet and admitting you have no idea what you're doing and that you never will. You think the solution is just find someone else to do all the work for you while you sit back and just bask in the fame. It's delusion, Cyraxx. 5 from Kill Cali. Goblin thinks trolls are evil. Typical. Exactly. He always does. He always does, guys. The trolls are evil.
To where I can start making money again. Which is why I need an agent. And
Again. Never made money in his entire life. Has to say again, as if there was any chance that he had ever made money in the past or that he ever will in the future.
I need a manager. Because I have no problem uploading content. I have no problem doing stuff. But I need somebody that can help me out with social media as far as, keeping these trolls away from me. Or if, one of my social media sites, for example, say I get a brand new setup.
So pay very close attention because Cyraxx has no ability to keep anything secret. Hold on, 2 from Zork. Rax, you're too old for a special ed teacher. Yes, he is. And 2 from Poofy Mooncakes. He's the definition of lazy. Yes, he is. So pay attention to what he's going to say here. Because he has no ability to keep anything secret. He has no ability to hide anything. So he's basically going to tell us his plans while using them as, it's just a hypothetical example. Don't look into it any further, guys.
Right. Say I get a brand new PC and I start streaming on Kick and I start doing the whole VTuber thing again.
I am Gamer.
Yeah, so take a good guess what his next move will be probably in the next few days. In the next few days, he's going to pop up with a new Kick account. He's going to try being a VTuber and he's going to be shocked when people find him. Like this, every time, I swear to God, he always tells us what he's gonna do. Guarantee you.
Or I just start posting in general. And say the trolls come in and they shut my account down by mass reporting it. I need a manager who can then speak with, Kick staff or Twitch staff or whatever platform I'm on.
You're already banned, Cyraxx. They're not going to be able to fix that. 2 from Dreadhead. He doesn't need a manager. He needs a caseworker. That is true. That is absolutely true. 5 from David. Cyraxx made $115 in his career, equivalent to 4 trillion Goblinian quadaloos. Yes, and also, don't forget, he never got paid out, that 115. He got banned before he got paid anything because, he's a monster. 2 from Metroid Prime. No manager wants him. He is a PR nightmare. Absolutely. Could you imagine the daily clusterfuck at your PR office trying to... What did Cyraxx do today? Oh, fucking God. Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that'd be daily in the PR office. 2 from Kill Cali. Nobody gets in his way more than he does. That is absolutely true.
At that time, to be like, look, this is what's going on. You need to reinstate this channel. This is what's actually happening. Like, I need somebody that can actually legitimately help in that department. Because I don't know how to go about keeping my stuff from getting banned by trolls. I don't know how to go about keeping these trolls at bay, which is why I need help. And like I said, I don't want some fucking rando, some random person in my fucking Facebook being like, oh, I'll be your manager, when really they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Who the fuck else do you think you're gonna get, Cyraxx? You're a delusional, talentless moron, 35 years old, sitting in your grandma's attic, trying to make it famous with no fans, with a terrible reputation. Who's gonna approach you? Is a giant PR firm in LA gonna be like, ooh, this guy is definitely someone we wanna link up with? Of course it's only gonna be randos in Facebook that are buddy trolls, because you trashed your reputation. 5 from Officer Farva. Sally puts Epsom salt in Chance's coffee, a la Andy Ditch. This explains the diarrhea. I didn't know that. Amazing. I didn't know that. 5 from Noel. He wants to be a VTuber again because that's the only way he'll see himself with a full head of hair. That is most likely true.
Like, I need somebody that legitimately and truthfully and honestly knows what the fuck they're doing. So I can focus on my job as a content creator, as a music artist, as somebody that runs his own clothing line. Like, I want to be able to focus on those things. But I can't do that unless I have somebody to actually help me out with, keeping these people off my back. Which is why, until I can find a legitimate manager and a legit agent that can help me out, then I will not be posting on social media for a while. Because I do genuinely need help with all this stuff. And when I come back, I will be going under a completely different name because I do not want to be attached to the negativity. I understand that name is the name that is popular for me. I understand that.
Popular. That's the name people know you as. People know the monster Cyraxx as. It's never gonna. You can't walk away from you. You can't. This is part of the adult lessons that Cyraxx has failed to learn into his 30s. That you can't just walk away from your name. Your name is you. That's why people have a problem with people trashing their name. Because your name is you. You can't just walk away from your name, but you don't get that because you're a little boy.
I get that that's the name that made me famous.
Yeah.
But with that name comes a lot of messed up stuff that I never wanted anything to do with in the first place. There's a lot of bad stuff that comes with that name that I don't want to be attached to. I want to move on with my life. I want to do better.
That's why people like Cyraxx usually tend to stay anonymous on the internet. People who have a habit of doing terrible things, committing crimes, being a horrible person online, they tend to try to do things anonymously. They don't do things as I'm famous, everybody look at me, and then they're a terrible person at the same time. Usually most people have an idea to not do both those things at the same time, but it's Cyraxx. He's special.
For myself, for my friends, and for my family. Do I want to continue to do content? Yes. Do I want to continue to make music and be able to do shows again like I used to? 100% yes.
Yeah.
And do I want to, start working on films again and start, working back on my clothing line, Hollow Hearts Apparel? Yes, I do. But in order for that to happen, I need people that actually know their way through the legal system. Yeah,
when every time he's retiring or laying low, he's doing just that. He's laying low. He's giving it a day or two, hoping the trolls will get bored and stop talking about him, or he can start a channel that no one will find. And then when he doesn't get views on the channel, he's going to tell CIA or some buddy troll friends, and everyone's going to know the channel. And he's going to be right back into the same stupid shit. He never leaves. He never actually leaves.
Who can legitimately actually help and, help that stuff happen. And in order for that to happen, I need to get away from the Cyraxx brand and name. I do not want to be attached to it. Because for the past 6 years, I have been trying.
5 from Peanut Mama. Having a manager will fix nothing without talent, Rax. You need to go touch grass instead of crying online daily like you do, but we all know you won't. That is true. That is very true.
Trying to get away from that name. I have been trying to move away from that name, but it's like nobody wants to let me move on from that name, and I don't understand why.
Because you don't get to just leave a name behind. Your name is you. Even if you say your name is different, people are still going to call you Cyraxx. You ever see Ace Ventura 2? Quincy Warcha? This is how they know you. Once you get a name, that's your name, boy.
I get that it's the name that blew up. I get it. But at the same time, that's not what I ever wanted to be known as. To be honest with you, that name was supposed to be a placeholder until I found a new name. That name I came up with was literally just a placeholder until I came up with a new name. And it just happened to be that that's the name that somehow, some way blew up. And I still don't understand how it blew up.
Because you kept coming on your little videos going, it's Cyraxx. We got a Cyraxx nation. Everybody, Cyraxx is back. How the hell did everybody know you as Cyraxx that you came on screaming Cyraxx all the time?
Like, I still don't get it. But I do not want to be attached to that name. That name has a lot of bad memories and a lot of bad vibes connected to it. And I do not want to be connected to any of that stuff.
Also, how sad is it that he couldn't even steal an original name? He had to steal a stolen name. So he couldn't just be like, oh, you stole that from Mortal Kombat. Well, I'm going to steal my own Mortal Kombat name. No, I'll just steal the one you stole. It's so pathetic. Anyways.
Anymore, period. If I'm going to be successful...
Oh, sorry, 2 from Tim. You do have a new name. It's Sparkles. Yeah, his new name is Sparkles, guys. And 5 from Zork. Chance on Facebook. Need agent to keep trolls away. Pay 10% of $0 per month. Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to post.
Doing content, doing things that I used to do, having fun. I need to get away from that name. I need to get away from that image. I need to change up my image entirely, which, if you guys have not noticed, I've started to do already.
Yeah, he started doing, when he was doing his little dress-up fashion show the other day. That was him changing his name, his look, his little, with the same stupid toys he's already had for years. That stupid chainmail, the stupid mask, the Naruto headband, stuff he's had for years. He's changing his look with old crap.
As you guys can tell with, my profile picture and the last couple videos where I started to show off my mask and my new look a little bit more, but like I said, I no longer want to be connected to that name. That name is not something I am proud of. That is not something that I can look back on when I'm older and my kids are grown.
Cyraxx, you're never going to have kids. You're never going to have kids. You're 35 years old. You live in your grandmother's attic. You never had a job in your entire life. What woman in the entire world would ever look at you and be like, this is the guy who I want to raise my children? Delusions. Delusions, delusions. No kids in your future, Cyraxx. No kids. You're going to be lucky if you're not homeless and you're sitting here thinking about, well, what about when I have kids? What about when you get homeless?
I don't want them to look back on that name and be like, oh, this is a bad legacy. No. When I'm on my deathbed and I'm on my deathbed and I'm on my last moments of death, I want to be able to look back on my life and back on my name and be like, yo, I actually did something amazing.
Like, you really think you're 35 years old? What are you looking back on that was amazing so far? You've never had a job, you never made any money, you never had any success. Delusional about dreaming of success in your future when your life is already half over, and you're sitting there just delusional again, going, yeah, when I'm 70, I'm gonna be looking back on the years between 35 and 70 and go, that was when I really showed the world what I'm made of.
I want to look back and be like, hey, this name outside of this name, this is something I can be proud of. I don't want to have to sit there on my deathbed looking back 80, 90 years from now and be like, yo, this legacy fucking sucks.
Now he's going to be 90 years from now. 90 years from now. He's going to be looking back on his legacy, and it sure won't suck. I'm sure when you're 90, you're going to be like, man, I didn't waste my life at all.
I look back on my legacy and my time here on Earth. I want to be proud of what I left behind. And that name it's not something I can be proud of. I used to think that it could be. But as of late, it's not happening. Which is why I'm not only going to be looking at re-registering a whole brand new name, I'm going to be coming back with a brand new look. I'm going to be coming back under a whole new name and everything. And once I have my name and my look set out, which I'm pretty sure I have at this point, then I will be proceeding to, during that time period, which is going to be very soon, I'm not only going to be working on refining my look, I'm also going to be looking for an agent and a manager.
Two from Kino Tech. Looks like he's on death's door right now. Yeah, he's not doing very well. He's sickly. He's pale from spending years and years inside. But he thinks he's got another 80, 90 years left in him. You know, maybe rage will drive him that long. Maybe rage will drive him that long. You never know.
Who can actually help put a stop to all this
Oh, sorry. 5 from Peanut Mama. 80 to 90 years from now, no way in hell you're living to be 120, 115, 125 years old. Nobody will live that long. Yeah, isn't like the oldest woman or person in the world like 120 or 123? And Cyraxx believes he has to constantly go to the hospital for an infection on his leg every other week. But he's going to live to be 125. He's going to be the oldest man in the world, guys. Just you watch. You watch.
shit that's going on. Because I want to be able to do stuff again. I want to be able to stream again. I want to be able to do gameplay videos again. And, you know...
2 from Zork. 125. 2 throttle load. He's got maybe 4 years. I don't know. He says 125. He knows better than the rest of us, guys.
And do things I used to enjoy for you guys. But I cannot do that.
You might.
Until I move away from the Cyraxx name, which is what I'm working on. And like I said, I understand that a lot of you guys love that name. I get that that's, you know, what made me famous. I get that.
2 from Mr. Jessel. 100 years, Marty. You know he'll be screaming that. 100 years, Marty. He'll probably be screaming that in a couple years, but, you know, he's not good with math.
But it's not what I wanted for myself. Because, see, I take pride in what I do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
everything Cyraxx does. His terrible music, his terrible gameplay, his AI art, his AI movies. Yeah, they all say this is a man who takes pride in the slop that he tries to churn out and foist onto people and try to get them to pay for. 5 from Wilhelm. Jan Clement, once the oldest human ever alive, lived up to 121 years old. I doubt Chance would ever pass half of that. That's a big long chunk. 121 years, guys. That's a big long chunk. And Cyraxx is going to beat that. 2 from Peanut Mama. Don't forget about the infected goblin peen. Yeah, well, I can't ever forget about that. But thanks for reminding me.
Pride in doing my gameplay videos. I take pride in doing my live streams. And I can't take pride in something that's been tarnished. I can't do it. Which is why, effective immediately, I am permanently retiring, never to be used again by anyone at all whatsoever. I am permanently retiring that name, and that name is not allowed to be used by anyone.
Yeah, and he thinks he can not only say he's never going to use it again, but it's not allowed to be used by anyone else. This guy who stole the name from somebody else, who stole the name from a popular video game, thinks he has carte blanche to say no one else in the world is allowed to use the name he stole. It's what a ridiculous boy.
Because there may come a day in the very distant future, many years down the road, where I may want to revive that name for one last round. So therefore, I am not going to allow anybody else to use that name. I am retiring that, and I am reserving that for myself. You know, way later down the road, like, you know, 30, 40 years from now type shit.
30, 40 years from now, he's going to come back and go, Cyraxx is back, baby! You know, it's just, he's a delusional little... He's going to be 75 years old and want to return as Cyraxx. That's just, it's just...
But I also will be going under a brand new moniker and a brand new name. Because as I said, I want to do better for myself. I want to be better. I want to do better. And I want to get away from this troll shit. But in order for me to get away, I need to get rid of that name. I need to find a manager and an agent who can help me get a lawyer who can start the process of going through the legal stuff that I need to go through.
Two from Zork. He means 20 to 40 minutes from now. Well, you know, he came back already to do a final show. Sally yelled at him, told him to keep the music down in the middle of the afternoon. He's not doing a good job retiring.
To get rid of these people that have caused my life to become a living nightmare for the last 6 to 8 years. I need to get away from that. I need to start doing better for myself.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I hope you guys understand everything that I spoke about with the whole money thing, with that Uncle Gum guy that's a complete creep.
5 from Noel. Can we just send him another stick that also acts as a glitter bomb, which when it bricks his Chromebook? That would be great. That would be actually great if there was like a USB stick you plug into his computer, and as soon as the computer shuts down, just like a little bit of confetti pops out of the end of the the end of the USB stick. That would be amazing. Someone should actually make that. I would buy that. That would be the most amazing thing in the world.
You know, and hopefully you guys understand why I'm stepping away. Now, I'm not going to sit there and say that I'm not going to be on Facebook, because I will. I'm still going to talk to everybody on Facebook. I'm still going to hang out with my friends. I'm still going to talk to y'all on Messenger, but I will not be posting for a long while. Because I seriously want to start doing better for myself. And there are certain things that I need to do to make that happen. So, with that being said, I will catch you guys in the morning. I have more stuff that I have to do and that I have to get done. I may do 1 or 2 streams showing off my new look.
Of course he would. Of course he would. 2 from Stomper Power. This is the quickest cycle ever, the 17th to the 21st of July. I feel like he's done the cycle several times in that time, but yeah, very quick cycle. He's cycling hard now, guys.
But outside of that, I'm keeping it quiet. I'm not doing anything. And I am going to be doing stuff behind the shadows for a long while.
For a long while.
So yeah. Peace. And I hope that when I do come back that you guys, you know, will join me on this journey into the next chapter in my life. Peace.
All right. Well, that was all we had for today. But you know, then Goblin Records dropped a little video on us. It was a recovered stream that he deleted from the 20th. Apparently, he was raging. Up 2 from Blue. Do you think he actually has any friends? No, he does not have any real friends. He's a lonely little boy, and that's why he does this. Really, that's why he does this. Because he's a lonely little boy. 2 from Zork. Careful, Steve. 50 more bucks. We'll all get sued. Yeah, we might. I don't like he's under for a lawyer. But we have one more video that got saved for us by Goblin Records here. You know, go give them a like and a subscribe for saving this video. I hope I boosted enough. I had to go into this blind. But let's check out this recovered Facebook live stream of Cyraxx playing Dress Up on, I believe, was the 20th. Was that yesterday? How did I miss that? Anyways, Cyraxx playing Dress Up on the 20th. Let's check it out.
Hey, look. And nobody can copy.
It's a look nobody would want to copy. Your ridiculous face mask, the Naruto headband, and are you wearing the hoodie that you got beat up? Is he wearing the hoodie? he got beat up in. It says, Jesus Christ.
That's all it is. Y'all are mad that you can't copy my look or my style. And that pisses you off, doesn't it?
No, Cyraxx, it makes everyone laugh. Look at you, you're 35 years old with a Naruto headband, a stupid fake Japanese mask, a wrestler's fucking eye mask, whatever you want to call that, pretending to be tough online. You're literally nothing but a joke. You are literally nothing but a joke.
Good. I'm glad it makes you mad. See, I created a whole new character. Because guess what? Cyraxx, when it comes to this character that I've created,
This is character I've created. You're such a delusional little goober, Cyraxx. Look at yourself. Take a hard look at yourself in the mirror one day. Just look at what you're doing. Compare it to any other adult and be like, why is no other adult doing this? Maybe there's a reason. 5 from Mr. Jessel. Just check the Akron weather report. 91 degrees, humid with high heat index Thursday. He can't survive that attic with no fan and no AC. Yeah, it's going to be a rough one. It's going to be a rough one for him, guys.
Cyraxx is dead.
Oh, got 2 from Dr. Bucknasty. The Last Regard, coming soon. Yeah, that's a sequel for The Last Samurai.
Never coming back. See, you trolls only think that Cyraxx is really around. But let me tell you a little something right now. I killed that part of me off a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. He's retired Cyraxx a million times. So many times that he just do it again today. He really, truly believes that he can divorce himself from the name Cyraxx, and that'll fix all his problems. Everyone will go, oh, you're not Cyraxx anymore? Okay, you're a good guy now. He's a ridiculous little boy. 5 from Zork. Oh my god, he really is Chris Chan. He took 3 known animates and made his own persona. Look out, Sally. It's true. He is exactly like Chris Chan. 2 from Agent Redacted. I can see he's channeling Tibbs again. Yes. He's probably talking to Tibbs. And 300 from Nolan. Oh, and he's doing a stupid voice too. Regarded. Yes, he is. He's got to be like this. He has to be like this. He can't not be like this, guys. He can't help himself.
See, I only keep the Cyraxx Nation around for my supporters and my followers.
I don't know how the Cyraxx name got so big. He sits here like yesterday talking about the Cyraxx Nation. I don't know why that name Cyraxx got so big. It's so ridiculous. Yeah.
Do you really think I give a fuck about what's on the internet have to say about what I wear?
Clearly not, Cyraxx. Because if you cared what people on the internet say about what you look like, you wouldn't dress like this. You clearly don't care about the fact that you are a giant joke on the internet. Obviously, thanks for proving to us that you don't care. 300 from Nolan. Waiting for the Bane speech. Wait for it. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to say that. 5 from Peanut Mama. I have to take my cats to the vet tomorrow. Wish me luck and that I don't get clawed to death, guys. Well, I don't know. Put them in a carrier.
Hell nah. Cause bitch, I'll make this look good.
Oh yeah, he makes it look good, guys.
Y'all just mad that I thought of it first. See, your guy.
He thought of it first. This is all crap he bought from the internet. He just threw it all on at the same time. Yeah, okay, congratulations, Cyraxx. You're the only ridiculous human being who would ever think to throw this mask, these two masks and this headband on together and pretend you're anything but a ridiculous, delusional little boy. Congratulations, you're very smart.
The problem is that you think that I'm going to bend into your will, and I'm not.
Apparently you will. Apparently you will. You will run away from the name Cyraxx. You will retire and pretend you're gonna hide for months and months. But no, you're not gonna bend anybody's will. 2 from Zork. It adds up. Chris Chan, C.E. Wilkins. Oh, Chris Chance Wilkins. Got it. Yeah, Chris Chance Wilkins.
And William. N-word. Rest assured, I know you tried to set me up. And I have the screenshots to prove so. So by all means, spread your lies about me on the internet. Go ahead. Because your lies that you spread about me, they don't faze me. You know what they do? They bring me more fame.
The boy who was just crying earlier today about he hates how much fame the Cyraxx name, how everything that Cyraxx makes him look bad. Yesterday he was sitting here going, you guys just make me more famous. You guys just make me more famous, as he puts on ridiculous costumes and pretends to be a badass online. Yeah, you're really loving that fame, aren't you?
You can laugh at this look all you want, boys.
We will, because it's a ridiculous look for a 35-year-old man to be putting on and dancing around on the internet like this isn't embarrassing. Oh, 1,500 from Nolan. Nope, Men in Black first. Jesus fucking Christ. Underneath that mask, you're still the little monster you have always been. See you on the side of this phase when you're back to the same old thing. Yeah, he'll be back to crying real soon. But not before he comes back and, Cyraxx is back. I'm going to do a show for you guys.
But in reality, y'all just mad that you can't copy this.
Yeah, we're very mad. We're all very mad that we can't afford a $20 mask from Amazon, a stupid little headband that probably costs $15. We're all really mad that we can't afford your less than $100 worth of toys that you sit there and pretend that you're famous with.
Because this character is somewhat of my own design.
I do too, dude.
Something that none of you can copy or steal. Because none of you have the gear that I have. You don't have the ingenuity or the genius know-how.
The genius know-how. Yeah, this is what a genius would do. This is exactly what a genius would fucking do. They'd put on a stupid mask and a headband, put their hood on, and pretend to be tough from their grandmama's attic. Their grandmama's attic that they film videos from every day for over a decade. They haven't left, they haven't cleaned it. Everyone knows this is their grandmama's attic. This is what geniuses do. This is what geniuses do.
So if you want to talk shit...
Yeah, he does. He has no AC.
By all means, do so. Because your talking makes me more famous. You just can't stand the fact that I came up with this design first.
This design. As if he designed anything and didn't just cobble together some shit he already had lying around in his house. Those stupid little baseball gloves. That stupid Naruto headband that he's had for almost 3 years now. That stupid mask. I don't even know when that mask came. At least a year ago, if not more. No! That mask was at least 2 years ago because he wore that under the chainmail when he did the little, was it Operation Ghostwire or whatever? Had this shit for years, but he just thought of it now. Before all his trolls. He's a grown little boy playing pretend in his grandmommy's attic.
Pitiful trolls.
Oh my god.
You really fucking think that you were gonna fool me, N-word boy? And I have screenshot proof. And you trolls really think that you're doing something. You're doing nothing but wasting your time.
As he puts on a stupid costume and plays another stupid game of pretend, trying to beat the trolls. Oh, you trolls think you're doing something? Yeah, they're getting you dressed up and dance around like a moron. Once again, as you've done every day your entire life, Cyraxx.
Because as I said, Cyraxx, he's dead. That part of my life, I've canceled out and gotten rid of.
Yeah, he's moving on from Cyraxx for the millionth time. He really believes in his heart that if he could just get people to stop calling him Cyraxx, his life would just get better magically. 5 from Blue. Projection is someone using what hurts them against others. So enjoy the knowledge that Chance finds wrestling masks and Naruto headbands terrifying. That's actually a very good point. If you want to scare Cyraxx, just put on a stupid little mask. 2 from Zork. I will say the mask is definitely an improvement. It definitely is. I mean, it is an improvement, but still makes him look ridiculous. 2 from Metroid. He is wearing copyright material. He owns no designs. That is an interesting point. I would never have, yeah. Anyways.
You're looking at a new version of me.
New version of Cyraxx.
And don't worry. My new name I'll be going under will be revealed in due time. Make no mistake.
Oh my god.
But to any troll out there that thinks they're gonna run their mouth,
5 from Angelica. Can you imagine how nasty it smells underneath that mask? I can't imagine how nasty it smells. You know when you like drive by a dump or something, and then that smell like sticks in your nose for miles down the road? Like that smell times 1,000,000. That's about, yeah.
sit and spin, bitch. I love being a god of the internet.
A god of the internet.
I love being the god of the troll community.
Such a god of the troll community that a day later, he would hide and retire and run away from the trolls. It's not just a delusional little boy trying to play every game he can with the trolls, trying to win, and he's never gonna win. He's a god of the internet, guys.
So to all you little trolls that think you're going to get at me, you're not.
5 from Zork. As long as he doesn't take my Scooby-Doo / Flintstones mask idea, I'm good. Okay, cool.
And if you think you're going to shut me down, you're not. If you think you're going to fool me or set me up, you most certainly are not.
Most certainly will. Most certainly will. Probably already have again. Well, they already have again. They already have again. And they already will. They will every time because you're a moron and you fall for it every time, Cyraxx.
Stupid fools. Thinking that you're gonna set me up.
Oh, I mean, he is. He is. Remember the beginning of this one where he's trying to get the money from that Adult Swim cartoon? He's never going to get fooled again, guys. He's going to get his money from the Adult Swim cartoon and be famous.
Stupid fools. Thinking that you're gonna set me up. And trust me, I know who to trust now and who... I know exactly who to trust and who not to trust now.
Two from Zork. New name ideas? I like Tooth Fader. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I know exactly who I can and can't trust now.
No, you don't. You absolutely don't. You're already currently, when this video was being shot, today and tomorrow, you are dealing with buddy trolls and you have no idea who they are because you immediately trust anyone who's nice to you for 2 seconds. You have no idea.
But as of the ending of this stream, the era of the old me is dead. Cyraxx will be forever etched in history as a legend.
Cyraxx will be forever etched in history as a legend. But today, he was leaving Cyraxx behind because the name was so horrible and it was bringing his reputation down. He's really all over the place. He's just all over the place with this shit. He's ridiculous.
But out of that legend, a new legend, a new story is born. And like I said, in due time...
Two from Greasy. I know who to trust, then calls CIA probably. Most likely. He knows to trust CIA, obviously.
My new name will be revealed.
Oh, God. So it's probably why he deleted the stream, because he didn't want anyone to know that he was going to come out with a new name, a new look, a new platform. He was going to try to hide. So then he just deleted this one and then tried to make a video today. Oh, I'm not going to be Cyraxx anymore. I'm going away for a long time. He's probably already working on his new channel, trying to set it up so he can make a video and hide from the trolls. He's ridiculous.
And make no mistake, you trolls will pay for what you've done in the long run. To me, my friends, and my family, and you will be arrested. In the long run. And there will not be a damn thing that you can do to stop me or shut me down.
Yeah, definitely.
So if you want to laugh at my look, by all means.
Okay, everybody laugh at this ridiculous little boy. This 35-year-old who claims that he's a man and deserves respect. As he sits in his grandmama's attic with 2 different masks and a headband on, pretending to be an edgelord that's scaring the trolls. Everybody laugh at him. He just told you it's fine to laugh.
Do so. I don't care. Because I'm not afraid to rock this look. Because like I told you trolls before, I'm your god.
Yeah, he's the god guy.
I live rent free in your fucking head. But you don't live rent free in mine. Because I don't allow you to take up space in my head.
Cyraxx, all you do is talk about the trolls. You're doing this right now to try to scare the trolls away from messing with you. The trolls occupy your head 24/7. They're literally all you can think about. That's why you can't even bother to get a job, because you can't spend any time away from thinking about the trolls.
But yet you foolishly enough allow me to rent space in your head.
So you rent the space in our head now, so you have to pay? So now you're renting space in our head, you have to pay for it? That's an amazing, amazing idea.
Entirely free of charge. So to you trolls, the era of Cyraxx is over. And a new legend, as of tomorrow morning, will be born anew.
Yeah.
So to William and N-word boy, run while you can.
Good God.
You pitiful, pitiful man children. And good luck with the homeless arc, by the way, because it's not gonna happen.
It's absolutely gonna happen. Absolutely, without a doubt, gonna happen.
But the prison arc for you, however, for you trolls will soon begin.
Yeah, the prison arc. The prison arc for the trolls.
And when it does, it will be your downfall.
Yeah, totally.
That's what you think, Blue Velvet.
Yeah, they know. 5 from Zork. You know that mask smells like a burning porta potty from an ICP concert. That is horribly, horribly descriptive and probably correct.
That's what you think. Not what you know.
That's what you think, not what you know.
Pitiful fool. You really think that I buy your delusions? No. Just like the rest of the troll community, Blue Velvet. You yourself are a fool.
Oh, 2 from Metroid. I said again, Cyraxx thinks he is an anime. Yeah, he does. He only watches cartoons, so he believes he lives in a cartoon. And so he thinks he can be scary by being scary like they are in cartoons. It's pathetic that a 35-year-old wannabe adult acts like this.
I can't wait.
Yeah, well, his main character syndrome badly.
Because the day that you trolls fail and crumble underneath your own crimes is the day that I am freed from the hell that you have put me under. Needless to say, you foolish trolls have already started your downfall.
Oh my god.
And you don't even fucking realize it yet. Which is sad. For you. But amazing for me.
Yeah. Tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow.
So to the troll community, and more specifically N-word boy and William Glory Hole, run while you can, boys. Because you can't run and hide forever. So you may as well hide now while you can.
Cyraxx, all you've done this entire time is keep trying to run and hide, and then the trolls will forget about you. You can start a new channel in 2 days, and you're shocked when that doesn't work. And now you're sitting here telling the trolls, you guys can't run and hide. Why don't you stop running and hiding and just get off the internet, Cyraxx?
Because when I find
2 from Beethoven. Metroid Prime is the best name. Cheers, y'all. Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
out
It's not my name.
who you boys are, you will be in prison.
Yeah, we're all gonna be
Because
in
you
prison.
will be charged with everything you've done. But as I said, the era of Cyraxx is over and new. Legend has begun.
A legend. A legend. A legend, guys.
See, you trolls claim that you were born in the dark, but merely you adopted it.
Oh, he said it. He said it. He said the thing. He said the thing, guys. He said the thing. Did you guys know he was going to say the thing? Holy shit, he said the thing.
me. I was born in it, raised in it, fought in it. And if you thought I was dark before, oh, just wait. Things are about to get a lot, and very much darker. Travis. Goodbye.
He said the line from Batman. Bane said, you know, you merely put on the mask, like, or some. What, I didn't watch Batman, but you know the fucking line, like, you know, you merely put on the mask. I was born with it, or whatever the fuck the line is. That's what he said. That's what he said.
Like I said, this is the new me.
This is the move. This is me now, Mom. This is me now, Mom.
Love it or hate it, it's here to stay. Don't like it, don't care. And it will only end one way. With the two of you locked behind bars. For everything you've done to me, you will be locked behind bars. Might not be today, might not be tomorrow, but eventually it will happen. And when it does.
Oh my god, how sludged out is he? Is he trying not to talk too loud because his breath is getting to him? It's making him pass out, so he's just trying to talk softly and in short stints so he doesn't pass out from the smell.
I will sit back and laugh as you guys crumble under your own weight.
He's getting
So
sleepy.
have fun running while you can, N-word. And William Glory Hall. Because as I told you two fools before, I see everything. And I know.
He can barely see out of the masks he's wearing. He can barely see out of the masks he's wearing. But no, he sees everything, guys. He sees everything. 5 from Zork. If only that doctor had a better hanger during his birth. Yeah, he could have hung up his coat.
Everything. I know every move, every calculated attempt you're going to try before you even make it. And I'm prepared.
Oh yeah, that's my horrible.
Good luck seeing in the dark, boys, because you weren't born in it like I was.
So
Welcome
ridiculous. So ridiculous.
to the Shadow Zone, boys.
The Shadow Zone. The
Because like
Shadow
I
Zone.
said, you weren't born in darkness. I was. Welcome to my world, boys. You won't survive.
Alright, that's the end of that one, guys. That's the end of that one. That was just a little cut by Goblin Records. I guess that would happen sometime yesterday. I'm not sure exactly when, but that played pretty well into today's theme of Cyraxx crying and retiring. So yeah, that's all I got for this one. As always, before I go, everyone check out Lord of the Groove. He's got a premiere now happening in about 20 minutes. His series on Cyraxx. Everybody go give that a like and a subscribe. Again, seriously, let's get them over 3,000. Let's get them over 3,000 by the end of this week, if not higher, for his amazing content, his cartoons on Cyraxx. But otherwise, that is all I have for this one, guys. I appreciate y'all coming by. I will catch you guys at the next one, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening.